Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door. That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take up.
Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the 27, Mayfield. Again, he's got that man Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Mayfield off the play fake. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. This will be what they call a hairy carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. N'Keal Harry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Being chased out left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. They go play action with Burrow. 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
They'll try to run with Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that ball.
All the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Shedding the tackle. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On second down and 4. Burrow. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. He finds his target, Ebron. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Again, it's Harris.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second...
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Williams now on the return.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a pass passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's got this down to the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. To throw, Mayfield. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Touchdown, Browns! Jarvis Landry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll roll him out right. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Denzel Ward.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Mayfield gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
102 yards on the ground for him so far.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Now that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense.
Chubb.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Mayfield looks to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They hand this off to Harris, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow will throw. Dancing to his left. He gets away from one. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Not sure how you feel about it, but to me, I think we're seeing it in front of our eyes. This league continues to change. Look at the moves you ordinarily get from a running back from the quarterback position.
Yeah, that's like a Le'Veon Bell type move right there. But you're exactly right. The game's kind of evolving in that way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the quarterback is rapidly becoming an extra running back as well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. A beautiful fake. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 140 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Remain for 2nd down. Handoff comes to Chubb. Oh, fighting off the defender. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. The 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
I told you, I ain't going nowhere.
In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd down, here's Chubb again.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now Mayfield.
He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Here's Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Drops it off for Chubb. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
And again, it's Chubb.
173 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and this time he is in. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Now Parkey for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Now Burrow.
He's going to let it fly.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Mayfield. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Now parking for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.